My name's J.C. McCauley.
I'm Naisha McCauley, and you're watching accesstv.org.
Hello, my name's Jessica.
My name is Jada.
And we're here with the Nepal project. We're from the Academy of Engineering and Green Tech. And on this table, we're showing you our past Nepal projects. We have Nepal 2.0 right here, and we have a pamphlet about Nepal 3.0 right here. And in Nepal, we made sustainable sources to have for the people in Nepal, so they could have a way to get energy because they don't really have electricity up there, and they need electricity to power their to have their vaccines in the refrigerator, to power their schools, charge their laptops, charge their phones, for them to be able to get around. And here we have two pamphlets that further the information about Nepal. Right now, unfortunately, we're not doing Nepal, we're doing Puerto Rico, which is also a good thing, as that being a part of America now.
And being a recent problem, it's nice that we're somewhat shifting over to Puerto Rico. And we're also doing the same thing as for Nepal, powering internet and just the needs that they need. And right now, we're in the process of making the design and getting it out there so we can get money. And so.
And also with our design for Puerto Rico, we're making it so that if another hurricane was to happen, they'll still have sustainable power, and they won't be able to be out of power like they are now, because it's been 6 months since certain people have been out of power. So this is our quote right here. It's Yakimo, doing things that are impossible. And this is a wind turbine that we had sent. We had sent something just like this out to Nepal. And we're just working on it, trying to figure out how to get Nepal 4.0 going. And Nepal 4.0 will be done in fall of this year. For next year's graduating class, will be a part of that.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Colon.
I'm Alex Grant.
And we are Team 181 Birds of Prey. We have been part of FIRST for 21 years now, our team. This is my third year on the team.
This is also my third year on the team.
And of course, we are both co-captains. So what we do is that FIRST is a way to get out STEM to the younger generations. So FIRST stands for Inspiration and and Recognition of Science and Technology. So we have 6 weeks to build a robot that goes with the game that is released every single year. It's a new game every year, and they're released in January. So from January to around the end of February, we have only that time to build a robot.
So the game is actually released in January. So from January, we kind of try to get together as a team, and we kind of come together to figure out what we want our robot to do to perform the game most efficiently. And on our actual team, there's not just building the robot. There are also people who are in charge of Spirit, which are our cheerleaders pretty much. We have people involved with fundraising and sponsor finding. So there's a lot more to do other than just engineering. You don't have to be interested in just STEM if you want to be on the robotics team. There are many other interests and activities you can do as part of the robotics team. It's more a way for you to expand what you do and don't like in high school. so you can kind of get an idea of what you want your life to be in college and probably beyond.
So the robot can pick up cubes, and it works. So we have arms that open and close, and it picks up the cubes, and then elevator can go up and down to place the cubes into a switch or a scale. So we have pistons controlling the arms and the brake in the robot. So sometimes they leak in here. So then you can place the cube on the table. Yeah. So another aspect of the game is the robot climbs at the end of the match, and we use the hooks at the top of the robot to latch onto the bar, and our robot can climb in about 5 seconds after it's attached to the bars. And we chose the arms on the robot, which are right here. We chose this design because they stay inside of the frame perimeter, and so they don't get caught when we climb, and there's they minimize the risk of penalties, and also we didn't need, if we had them outside of the frame perimeter, we would have needed another mechanism to raise and lower them, but this way we grab the cube from 2 points instead of 1, and we don't need another mechanism to raise and lower them when we climb. Yeah, we have 4 motors working to power the wheels and 2 motors working to power the elevator up and down. Yeah, and we have 6 motors to drive the robot. Yeah, so I'm a junior at HMTCA, so it was different because this team is based out of Hartford High, so I was joining from a different team or a different school. But I was really nervous joining the team because I was coming from a different school. But everybody was really accepting, and they really taught me a lot about how to build a robot, and I just kind of fit on the team really nicely. So I was yeah.
Yeah, so we use the controller, so this one is to drive, and this one's for the elevator, so the thing that goes up and down and that is attached to the arms. And we have certain buttons that help with like the piston that operates to open and close the arms, and to do the intake and the outtake for the wheels. So to bring this up, I go backwards, and to bring it down, I go forward.
So the reason why the program is important is that in the beginning of every match we have an autonomous mode. During that time, it's a robot without anyone controlling it has to either cross the line and put the cube within a switch or put it on a scale. So during that time, no one's controlling it, no one's doing anything. It's all by itself, all computer programming. And also, without computer programming itself, the robot itself wouldn't move. There wouldn't really be much of a robot in that sense. So, in every robot, there's some kind of computer program in every way. So, yeah.
So this program is important to me because I personally love engineering and STEM fields, and this gives me an opportunity to open doors and meet new people that can spread my name around and get me high places.
I think this program is important to me because in the future a lot of things will be automated with electronic arms working in factories or self-driving cars, and this program really teaches you a lot about electronics, and it's a great team building activity, and it's great to learn it at such a young age in high school. The program is also good for getting internships in high school from our sponsors, and it also teaches other skills like with our banners, and we can learn things like graphic design.
Hello, I'm J. Stan McCauley, and I'm exploring a run for mayor of the city of Hartford In the 2019 election, it's undeniable that Hartford has many challenges. However, I believe that our residents are our strength. The question is, do you believe, like I do, in the potential of Hartford? You see the many assets the city has, but do you wonder, as I do, why we are still struggling to move ahead? Do you wonder why the solutions being offered to us just don't seem to get the job done? Well, creating a vibrant city begins with you. We have incredible people who live in the city, who have great solutions to Hartford's biggest challenges. But you don't always have a platform to have your ideas heard, let alone given an opportunity to co-create solutions that work for you, that work for us, that work for Hartford. Hartford's journey will be bumpy, and we'll continue to face highs and lows that challenge us to work smarter and come together as a community that is willing to capitalize on the power of our collective diversity of thought. The challenges facing Hartford will require each of us to act, whether in small ways or big ones. If you're with us on this journey, give me a call at 860-944-9797 and host a listening event for me. Invite a few of your friends so we can explore the possibilities together for a better Hartford.
What's going on? Oh, baby. What's really going on?
What should be saved? And I think they're just, the teacher is just, out of their mind, but they don't necessarily want to.
That is a good question.
That's cool. So tell me, how is it supposed to? How do you have this set up? Somebody that they pick a category that they sort of fall under.
Yeah,
that they just want to talk about something, or
well, not necessarily. If you don't want to talk to anybody,
chat about something or text about something.
So say if you want to know more about why you're feeling down all the time, or why you think about bad things, you can just click on one of them, like depressed. Say you're depressed, you don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's normal or not. You feel really uncomfortable talking about it with other people, or you just want to know for yourself.
Yeah.
Or even for somebody else, you can recommend it to somebody else. You'll shake the screen.
Yeah.
And it'll give you a little advice. I know it's low because of the music.
No, it's good. It's good.
But
I hear it. Wow. Okay, so you have pre-recorded.
Yeah, pre-recorded messages to help you with situations, and even if that doesn't help to the extent that you want it to, you can go to the website, which is way more information than we can give you because we're not professionals on it. Obviously, we're just teens, but we feel as if people that at our age or even above, like the lady that came in and said her friends suffer from this and stuff. So like you can even, it's easy, it's simple. Yeah.
So what did it take to develop this app?
Well, this is like a piece of the coding right there.
Okay.
And it's part of it is like a tiny web DB where it's basically like what holds all of the chat information inside of it. So that screen right there on the right side is like all of our coding that we have currently. So basically it just stores the chat inside of the app until someone on the either end hits the clear button. And if you hit the clear button on one of them, it'll clear it on you. So that.
For example, I was substitute teaching at Conard High School in West Hartford last week. The day that the student, all the students walked out, to do the 17 minutes, and I walked out with them.
So what we're doing with an entry title, it's case sensitive. So remember exactly how to title it. So later on, you go back again. That's what.
So what we want to do, we want to prevent like as much kids or adults or whatever to just not commit suicide or make them feel better about themselves because right now there's people committing suicide. I know it's not all of us talk about it, but it's happening. It's a serious situation and we don't want it to happen because we're in high school still. We see a lot of people like actually commit suicide. We see their cuts on their arms and it's a very serious situation. So what this is supposed to do is just to give them advice. Like, say whichever category you fall under, you want to know more about it. Say you're depressed, right? And you don't know if it's normal. You don't know if it's a real thing you're going through or it's just fake or something. You'll be able to click it and it's like shake the screen. So you shake the screen and it'll give you information. So, since this is just a prototype, it's not like completely finished yet. What we're gonna add to it is like a login center, where all of the accounts that are put into it can be monitored by us, and so we would know who is who on everything.
I've been a teacher at Milner for 6 years, so a lot of these students I had when they were in 4th grade.
Kindergarten.
No, not 1st grade. It's only been 6 years. How old am I, Angel? It's only been 6 years. No, I've had you sit, well, yes, some of you have had since 6, but for many of them, I've had them since they were like 10 years old, and now they're, why you leave me? They're gonna go to high school. Yes, Angel, you're a man. A little bit about Little Kids Rock and Modern Band. It is not possible to do it without the contribution of donors. We actually had an organization called Save the Music, a Connecticut organization that donated the Little Kids Rock program and brought it to Hartford and supplied all of the teachers who signed up for the program with the instruments that you see here. These were all donated, so we really, really are grateful to Save the Music, to Little Kids Rock, to organizations that truly believe in giving children an opportunity to be who they are, to create their own culture, and to be a confident next generation, right? I mean, you saw just now, you saw perseverance, you saw recovering in a difficult situation, right? With poise and with grace. And these are 21st century skills that we really want to send the kids out with, and especially now. So what you see before you, I think it should make you feel about the next generation. I don't think we have to worry so much. I think the kids are going to be all right. I've known them longer than I've known my own kid. So we're going to go ahead and give you another one, and we hope you enjoy it. Right over there, stand on the stairs, say you leave. The kindness up there, I am aware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive. I know we meant all good intentions. So pull me closer, why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can't just let you go. Just leave me in the middle. I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just leave me in the middle? In the middle, baby. Why don't you just leave me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just leave me in the middle? Take a step back for a minute into the kitchen. Who's aware? The taps are still on, the dishes are broken. How did we get into this mess? Gas full of rest. I know we meant all good intentions. So pull me closer. Why don't you pull